Hello, everybody. It's Melissa again, and this morning we are going to take just a few minutes in the next few minutes and talk about the compensation plan. And even if you're not planning to build a business, it's pretty important that you at least know what's in it, because there are some abbreviations and things that you're going to run across no matter what you're doing that are going to be important to how you get free stuff and how you understand what other questions are being asked and that sort of thing. So this is that you see on the screen right now is a trifold flyer that you should have received with your starting kit. And so you might have that on hand. If not, it's also found in your virtual office under the member resources. Okay, now so we're going to start out. Every compensation plan on the planet has numbers and details and abbreviations that maybe can be overwhelming or confusing. And so in the next 10-15 minutes, we hope to really take care of some of those. So I'm going to be talking kind of fast, but fortunately it's a recording and you can always come back to hear more, or you can ask questions on our Facebook page. So enroller, sponsor, retail customer, what do those things mean? All right, basically, just like in everyday life out and about outside of Young Living, an enroller is a person who signs you up. That's the person who helps you get started with Young Living. The sponsor is the person directly above you. Now, usually the sponsor and the enroller are the same person, but on occasion somebody will an enroller will put somebody below a sponsor to either help them out or because you have similar life circumstances that might mesh well together, and so you would be a good team or something like that. You'd receive better support from that sponsor or something along those lines. Those are some reasons that you might find that you have a different enroller from your sponsor. And then a retail customer, of course, is an individual who is sponsored by a Young Living member, and which means that they have an account, but it's not a wholesale account. So they didn't give their Social Security number to get started with their account, and so they are purchasing their products directly from Young Living for the retail price, which is 24% higher than what you are paying as a wholesale distributor member. Now, something to make note of, and this is really super important to watch. If you watch nothing else in this whole video, this is really super important, okay? Anytime we're talking numbers with Young Living, we are not talking about dollar amounts. This is for your promotions every month. This is for advancement in rank. This is for any kind of thing of that sort. You're not talking about dollar amount. You're talking about point value, PV, okay? All products within Young Living have a point value and a dollar amount, and then they have a retail dollar amount for purchases of that sort. So when we're talking about tracking numbers, we're talking about PV, point value. At the lower levels, things like your lower, below $50 or $100 range oils, you're talking about a $1 for 1 point exchange. It's not always that way. So just something to be aware of. Next abbreviation, OGV, Organizational Group Volume. That is the PV of everything that you purchase plus the PV of anything purchased by those people that are sponsored into your team below you, which we're going to briefly touch on here in the next few minutes. Once you get started on helping other people change their lives, there are specific OGV, Organizational Group Volume amounts, that have to be met to meet the next rank. All right, now there are 9 ranks in Young Living. Each one has specific requirements to meet in order to achieve those ranks. We are going to only focus on the starting 4. Distributor, which is where everybody starts, going up to star, senior star, and the first line of leadership, the executive line. Now each of these can get you a commission check each month. To achieve these ranks, you need to have a particular OGV, Organizational Group Volume. Remember, that's you plus anybody who's signed up below you and on your team. And then once you reach executive, you have other requirements that also need to be met. Now, the basic one thing that everybody has to do in order to get a commission check, if you're not worried about getting a commission check or nobody signed up with you below you, it's not a big deal. But if you hope and expect to get a commission check with Young Living from the OGV that is within your group, you have to spend at least 100 PV, points value, yourself each month. Okay. Now, if you think of this as a business operating cost, it makes a little more sense. Some CPAs, some of your tax professionals consider this a business expense and count it as a deduction. Not all do. So it's something to check on. Know that I am not a tax professional, just like I'm not a medical professional. So please go get that checked out by somebody who has more authority than me. There are some benefits to obtaining rank, okay? I already mentioned you can earn commissions by moving up and helping other people change their lives. The biggest benefit, though, really is that you're helping people change their lives. You're helping them see that there are other ways out there than what they're seeing on their TV screens that will get them or keep them at their best health and to maintain bodies that are healthy from the inside out. That is an amazing thing, guys. It really, really is amazing that you can help people to see and to understand and to realize the blessings that come with that. Now, as you get higher up, you can earn free products, you can earn free trips. There are special support activities that you can take part of. There's all kinds of benefits to obtaining rank. These are the basic ones that everybody experiences, no matter what their rank. One last benefit to obtaining rank, for each person that you sponsor into Young Living, you get a $50 check for them purchasing a premium starter kit. Now, the premium starter kit is valued at 100 PV. The dollar cost, of course, is 160 PV. The offset there is because of the diffuser that is included in the premium starter kit, typically, and because the premium starter kits are a really great cost value. So you get $25 though for signing them up with the premium starter kit. That is it's called the Fast Start bonus, and then you get 25% of whatever they spend on top of that of their PV. So if they only purchase the 100 PV premium starter kit, you get 25% of that as your commission. So that gives you 50. If they purchase above and beyond that premium starter kit, if they purchase the premium starter kit and an essential rewards kit, or if they purchase the premium starter kit and maybe they add 2 or 3 oils, then you get an additional commission off of the higher PV. There are 2 basic requirements to obtaining rank. The first is that you make that 100 PV per purchase each month. And if you're doing that already, please be smart, be on Essential Rewards. If you're making a $100 purchase each month or a 100 PV purchase each month, and you're not on Essential Rewards, then you are leaving free money on the table, okay? If you don't know about Essential Rewards, make sure that you watch our video on that. That's part of our Welcome to Young Living and Welcome to the Team kind of playlist that you'll see in the next couple of days. And the second thing that you should be seeing with your sponsor and with your enroller is that you are being supported and you're supporting your team as a mentor and advisor. Don't worry that you don't have all the answers. That's why you have a sponsor too, because they're supposed to be supporting you. So those are the 2 basic requirements for having rank within Young Living. Now, somebody comes up to you one day and they put on Facebook or they put wherever, they say, congratulations, you made STAR. And you're thinking, what the heck is STAR and how did I get here? Okay, being a STAR is the first rank of Young Living, and that means that you made a 100 PV purchase minimum, and it also means that your purchase plus everybody who is sponsored by you or sponsored below you, the total OGV equals 500 PV. Okay, so if you see in our example here, we have Todd and Sally that have been sponsored by you as the team leader, and then Sally sponsored somebody else. And everything that was purchased by these 3 people and you comes to 515 OGV, which makes you STAR. Okay, now you can theoretically purchase 500 PV or 2,000 PV for Senior STAR and achieve those ranks. Be discussed, and considered those ranks. That is not the ideal, okay? You really don't, it's not sustainable. Most of us can't just spend $500 or $2,000 a month on oils. We have other budget things that are needed. So, and on top of that, you don't get commission for your own purchases, and most importantly, you're not helping other people to live a better life. So, sign people up instead of just achieving those ranks on your own purchases. Now you're moving up, you're making Senior STAR. That's the second rank within Young Living. That means you purchased at least 100 PV this month, and the rest of your team, you plus everybody below you, comes to at least 2,000 OGV, okay? That's Senior STAR, and you're going to get a higher check for that mentorship. Now, first line of leadership, your executive level. Okay, you've made it. You've made it to the first line of leadership. That means that you purchased at least 100 PV this month, and then you plus everybody signed up below you, you have a total OGV of 4,000. And then 2 of your legs. Okay, now what's a leg? A leg is a person below you that you sponsored and started with their own account. And then they started sponsoring people too, because you're an amazing, awesome mentor. And so as they were sponsoring people and you were sponsoring people, they have their own little team growing underneath you. That's one leg. So in our example here, we have Todd and Sally and Steve and Mike. Okay, Todd, Sally, and Steve each have teams below them. Mike is new for your team, and they are each a leg. So you have 3 legs growing below you. And to reach executive, at least 2 of those legs need to have 1,000 OGV of their own, okay, and then a total of 4,000 for everybody. And those numbers increase as you get higher in rank. But let me tell you something. You're probably wondering at this point, what does it benefit me for Sally to have a team? What does it benefit me for Sally to be signing people up underneath her? Okay, here's the answer to that. And I'm going to go back to our senior star slide so you can see this. Okay, so for Todd, Sally, and Todd in our senior star level, you got 8% commission of everything that Todd, Sally, and Todd purchased that month, of the PV of their purchase. Okay, and all the people signed up below them in the second level, you get 5% of what they purchase. And then as you continue to grow and you get levels that are going further down, like on an executive level here, you get 4% for everybody in level 3 and successive levels below that. So do you get 50 for each person that Sally signs up? No. But for each person that you sign up, no matter what your rank, you're still going to get that 50 as long as they're purchasing the premium starter kit. And then you get a percentage of the PV for each person who's signed up in those different levels. So that's where your commission check comes from, and that's where your residual income really comes into play, and why you want to be mentoring and leading your people in a step-by-step process that we have set up for you and that you are now engaged in yourself. You want to get people in front of these videos, and you want to follow up with them and say, hey, what questions can I answer? And you want to be part of that mentoring process and part of the team with them. Okay, there are some extra leadership benefits that you get at executive level. You get access to an exclusive leadership line phone number. That means that you can better support your team members as a leader, because that is, they have on the executive leadership line and the silver executive leadership line and those leadership lines, they have things that they can do and make happen that the regular call center people can't necessarily do. Extra permissions and things. Now, of course, you can receive your commissions, but you can get them by direct deposit instead of waiting for a check in the mail. And they, by the way, payment usually comes about the 20th of the month, of the following month. Opportunities for additional financial incentives come up with leadership benefit as you're rising in rank. There's the Rising Star bonus, which we have a video on. There are other things that come once you pass silver, which is the next rank up. There's opportunities for additional promotions and prizes. So if you are a person who loves to win, then that's the thing to look for you on the dashboard of your virtual office. And so those are some things that you can get that are that start up pretty much when you hit executive. Now, since we're talking numbers here and we're talking about commission, now this is a little bit fuzzy, but this is the U.S. Income Disclosure Statement for Young Living. And we are required to show this to anybody that we talk to about the income opportunity with Young Living. And it is really a good thing to keep with you and to carry around, and here's why. What it points out to you is that at the top you can see there that 92% of all active members within Young Living. Now let me tell you, Young Living has more than 3 million active members right now. Those are people that are signed up, that are ordering, that have accounts within Young Living, okay? 92% of those never share their oils with anybody else. They never tell anybody else about it. They never help change a life. They never sign anybody up, okay? 8% are ranked as star or above. So 8% have reached these rank levels that we've been talking about. And then at the bottom, and I'm going to zoom this in for you, this is what you can see at the bottom. All right? These are the average ranks and the average monthly reported incomes, the average annualized income reported, and even the average hours worked per week for each of the different ranks. So to reach star, to get 2 or 3 people signed up with you, that's an average of about 5 hours a week, and it gives you a check of about an average of about $75. Okay? Senior star, 7 hours a week. That's an hour a day max, right, on average. And that's going to give you a check of $260. Who couldn't use an extra payment on your credit card, a little bit more in your check, in your savings account, a little bit of extra cash in your month, just for working an extra 7 hours a week to talk to people or to mentor the people that are already there and get them set up with their own goals. So, and there's, of course, as you go up, you keep going up, you keep going up. And then when you start hitting diamond, royal crown diamond, those are our top ranks. And I've actually talked to a number of royal crown diamonds and crown diamonds as well. And you know what they point out is that the best thing about it is you get that check once. You get your check on the 20th. That's $32,000 average, people. Some are a little bit higher, some are a little bit lower. But really, $32,000, that's an annual salary for some people. So $32,000, and by the time you've figured out how to spend all of that, you got another one already rolling in. So those folks are working pretty hard, though. They're at your 48 hours a week full-time income. And a lot of that time is travel time. They are getting the free trips. They're getting a lot of extra bonuses for coming around the country and around the world to help people out in building their own stuff and understanding their own oils. Lots and lots of people, though, they come up through Star, Senior Star, Executive, Silver, and they might kind of stay there for a while. So the point to all of this is there are limitless possibilities if you want to focus and if you want to make those goals of your own happen. So I'm challenging you here. Find your goals, find your needs, figure out what you want, talk to your sponsor, talk to me. We have other mentors out there that are happy to help you. For right now, this is the end of our presentation on the compensation plan with Young Living. I hope that it's answered a few questions for you. I hope that it's given you some other things to chew on and think about. And I look forward to seeing you again for our next video and to hearing your thoughts and to interacting with you more through care calls and through Facebook. You can find me at Essentially Curious About Essential Oils, and hopefully your sponsor has already added you to our team page there, Essentially Curious About Essential Oils, and that way you are part of the larger community. I'm so excited for you to be on this adventure with us and on this new journey, and I know this is only your first couple of days and it's a lot of information, it's overwhelming. Stick with it. You're going to find that there are huge blessings to being part of this company, huge, huge blessings and community that you are part of now. You don't even know the doors you're opening. So look forward to seeing you next time. This is Melissa signing off. Thanks so much for being here with me today.